The section of this course focuses on HTML and XHTML. HTML is considered the primary suspect within web pages. Any web page you may pull up online is inherently featuring HTML, whether it is in Safari, Google Chrome, Firefox, or even if you're still using Internet Explorer, there's HTML within the web page code. So what is HTML? HTML is the language for describing the structure of web pages. It gives the author the availability to publish online documents, retrieve online information at the click of a button, design forms for searching for information, and you could even embed spreadsheets, video clips, sound clips, and other information directly within an HTML file. HTML is described as using markup language, which you'll figure out why momentarily. There are elements featured within HTML that allows a computer to understand what it means and produces out the information for you to see. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. It consists of tags and values. Tags have attributes specified within each of the tags. In this specific case, font size, the size of the attribute, size is the attribute, and +1 is the value of the attribute. Within the HTML snippet mentioned, font size equals +1, test font, your tag is font, your attribute is size, your attribute value is +1, the value is test font. So we ask you, why does /font appear at the end? This closes out the font tag within the HTML code. What is the main difference between static and dynamic websites? Static websites never change unless the HTML code is changed and then uploaded to the web server. Dynamic websites, however, can change based on an event or data based on the code within the website. This is most common on websites that want to show you the exact date and time within their website. So the important HTML code for this week you need to understand is the HTML language is in English this week. Our header, our body, and our HTML code. As you'll notice, all of the slashes and the tags close out each section as previously discussed. The head element is a container for metadata, data about data, and is placed between the HTML and body tags. Metadata is data about the HTML document. It is not displayed when you load a website. So why is metadata important? Technically, it's not important to the person writing the code itself. However, this metadata is important on the web and within the structure of websites. When you search for a certain parameter in Google, this metadata helps produce the results. Metadata is important when involved in SEO or search engine optimization marketing for specific websites. For our purposes, we do not necessarily need metadata when producing our basic HTML pages. So what does the body tag do? It defines the document's body. It will contain certain information such as headings, paragraphs, images, hyperlinks. There can only be one body tag element in an HTML document. This is because most of the parameters or tags within HTML code are featured within the body section. Within this week's topics, you'll be required to produce your own HTML page, which features a bulleted list of information. So it is important to understand the UL tag, which gives us an unordered HTML list. You'll notice here UL followed by LI tags, which give us our bullets. Then we close out our UL tag to close out our bulleted list. It is an unordered list when using the UL tag. We use this often in CSS to style lists. For ordered list, instead of the UL, we use the OL tag. UL, unordered. OL, ordered. Unordered list, ordered list. We then define our LI tag. It gives us a list item. It's used both inside ordered lists and unordered lists, as previously mentioned, and we could also use it within a menu. Within the unordered list and menu, the list items will usually be displayed with bullet points. Within the ordered list, you could use numbers or letters instead of the bullet points. Again, these features are often used in our CSS cascading style sheets, which we'll focus on later in the course. Next, we need to know what the A tag is. The A tag defines a hyperlink, which we'll utilize later using the href attribute. Href is the hyperlink reference attribute. By default, links appear as follow in all browsers. Unvisited link is underlined in blue, a visited link is underlined in purple, an active link is underlined in red. This helps you determine the specifics of whether a hyperlink has been visited or not. These features can also be changed using CSS cascading style sheets. So the href function allows us to open a new browser window with the specific link. We give you the example here, which gives us the hyperlink w3schools.com, link to the text visit w3schools.com. The hyperlink reference is to the website. The target opens the link in a new browser window, and the text visit w3schools.com is the text listed, which is linked to the website. This week, you'll be asked to create your own simple page where you provide a bulleted list of information as well as a website linked to your favorite website. I've provided some sample code to get you started here. We need to start out with HTML for all of our HTML files. We need our header. Within this header, we don't need much metadata. So for these specific purposes, let's provide a title with your specific name. We then need to define our body tag, which will feature all of our important HTML documentation. We start with our unordered list. We close out our unordered list. We then feature our list features within this section. I started you off with the bulleted text feature, as well as an example of the list website, which features a link to website.com. As you go through this course, our HTML specifics will be built up so that by the end of the course, you produce your own website onto the pirate.shu.edu database and web server.